If you have ever jumped on a flashy new AI video tool only to feel like you were totally catfished, welcome to the club. I have spent way too much time testing almost every new generator that pops up, and the pattern is always pretty brutal. The demo looks like a blockbuster movie, but the actual output often looks like someone filmed it through a fogged-up phone lens. The big problem with AI video right now is the massive amount of noise out there distracting us. There are so many shiny names and hype-filled demos, but only a few tools actually deliver when you need something reliable. I spent days sifting through all the options, tossing the junk, and putting together a list of the ones that are actually worth your time. I am going to walk you through each model I tested, show you where they shine, where they stumble, and which ones I actually use. I will also show you the one workflow trick that saves me from paying for 5 different subscriptions and flipping between tabs like a maniac. I used OpenArt to access all these models because it made switching between them incredibly painless. But even if a model makes great raw footage, you still need to turn that stuff into snackable clips and get them published. That is exactly where Vizard comes in, and I will explain why at the end. But first, let's dive into the models. First up is 1.2.2, which I tested with a complex cinematic prompt involving a drifting astronaut in space. The results were pretty impressive for the price, with solid motion and physics that felt surprisingly natural. It is not full HD, but one is surprisingly decent at text-to-video for quick assets, especially if you need cheap B-roll. Where it trips up is image-to-video, where it sometimes adds weird particles that ruin the immersion. Bottom line, use one when you need inexpensive, fast cinematic snippets from text and don't require ultra-high fidelity. Next is Kling 2.1, which feels much more professional and is often cited by creators who want a polished look. Kling's true strength is its fidelity to complex narrative prompts, maintaining a high-end stylized animation vibe. It is more capable with layered prompts than cheaper models, though that precision does come with a higher cost. Next, let's talk about Google V3, which everyone mentions when quality and realistic motion really matter. True to its reputation, V3 delivered the most lifelike cinematic output I have ever seen from a generator. I tested it with audio-synced prompts, and the results felt like they were crafted by a pro VFX team. The only downside is that V3 is slower and more expensive, so you really pay for that cinematic realism. If you want a middle ground that is built for storytelling, you should check out Seance. Seance is tuned for multi-shot, emotional clips and keeps style and characters consistent across different cuts. It is notably faster than Google V3 while still outputting full HD, making it a fantastic option for narratives. For ultra-fast, short-form assets, Hilo is the absolute go-to choice. It struggles with complex prompts, but for quick social clips or minimal motion on a single object, Hilo is unbeatable. So, here is the reality. You will probably end up using several of these tools depending on the specific job. But in practice, subscribing to all of them, toggling between sites, and stitching outputs together is a total productivity nightmare. This is where OpenArt helped me because it bundled those generators into one interface so I did not have to log into 5 dashboards. But bundling generation is only half the battle, because now you need to turn that footage into content that actually gets views. Enter Vizard, which is not another generator, but a fast, practical tool to turn long videos into viral moments. Vizard takes long-form footage and automatically finds the best clips that are worth posting. That step alone turned hours of manual editing into just a few minutes of work for me. But it does not stop at editing, because Vizard's auto-schedule means you can handle the calendar and posting from one place. It removes the whole stress of exporting, uploading, and trying to remember to post at the perfect time. Vizard handles the heavy lifting of publishing so you can focus on the creative side of things. Why that matters is simple. A lot of the tools I tested make amazing frames, but they don't help you scale a channel. Vizard does the hard work of finding those 15-second moments inside a long video and auto-scheduling them across all your socials. A quick real-world workflow I used was generating a cinematic scene, pulling it into Vizard, and letting it extract the top moments. Then I just tweaked the captions and thumbnail, scheduled them for the week, and let the AI take care of the rest. When you compare the results side by side, the creative weaknesses of other tools made Vizard look even more valuable. Vizard amplifies what these models can do by turning raw footage into social native deliverables quickly and repeatedly. Here is my short cheat sheet. Use 1 for cheap B-roll, Kling for high-quality scenes, V3 for realism, Seance for stories, and Hilo for speed. But if you want to actually turn those outputs into a steady content machine without a massive team, Vizard is the missing piece. It is not trying to beat the generators at making pixels. It is trying to beat the chaos that comes after you have the footage. And for anyone trying to grow a channel, that is the single most important problem you need to solve. If you are creating content casually or building a brand, this combo of a good generator and Vizard is what moves the needle. You will save time, money, and the soul-sucking back and forth of manual editing and posting. So yeah, there are a lot of cool models out there, but the most practical setup is picking the right generator and using Vizard. That is how you go from "I tried a new AI tool" to "my channel actually grew." Try that workflow, see how much time you save, and trust me, you will feel like you hacked productivity for content creators.